Buongiorno tutti. Welcome back to Florence. Behind me is the Giotto's bell tower, right beside the cathedral. But I did not spend my whole day here at all. In fact, I was in Bologna. It's north of the hills over there. And, sorry, over there. And it is a wonderful, wonderful town. I've actually read quite a few people have mentioned that maybe you just do Florence in a day, but the hidden gem is Bologna, and I could see that. I mean, I love Florence, and I could spend forever here, but man, I was impressed with that town, and I'm a little disappointed because I think I got to spend more than just the one day there. So, I mean, if there's a place that I want to go back to and spend a significant amount of time, I think it's Bologna. I still want to go back to Sicily. Well, there's just so many places. But, nevertheless, today was fantastic for a lot of reasons. I traveled all through Bologna and, no, check that. I did not travel all through Bologna. I traveled a lot of Bologna, and it was amazing, but I just scraped the surface, and that town is pretty cool. I saw some churches. That's pretty usual, right? I really like, I've discovered I really like the altar shot, where you stand. It seems to be my go-to. I figure out the center of the church, right at the back, and take that long shot of the altar from the back. Still stubbornly doing it landscape mode as opposed to portrait, because that's the way photos should be taken. But anyway, I'm rambling because I am so tired because I walked all day. It's 9:30 maybe by now, and I've been walking all day. But I also climbed some stuff, and oh boy, I didn't just take one climbing adventure today, I took 3. First up was the Twin Towers, which, I just went up to one, but the taller one. The big tall one is the Asinelli tower, and it is huge. It is it stands above everything else in the city. It's incredibly huge. Like the other tower, I can't remember the name. It's pretty big, but this thing's huge. It's it's almost like an accident or something. It's actually the largest medieval tower in the world, maybe ever. I don't know, but it was a watchtower. And there are 498 steps, but it's not just that. It's the fact that they're scary. They're scary steps. I was walking up there, and what makes them scary is that they're wood. I thought that those gnarly stone steps were kind of scary, especially when you think about how slippery they are, or how narrow, or how they go right down, and that kind of thing. But geez, I'm sitting or climbing these steps, and I just had this realization that it's wood. How fragile is wood? I know it's strong, but this was originally built in I think 1200 or something. I'm sure it's not the same wood. I'm sure it's been replaced. But just the idea that there's this wooden staircase that people would just tramp through all day long, every day, for 1,000 years. It's ridiculous. And the thing is I really had to practice. I had to put on my trust pants and practice my trust in physics, my trust in engineering, my trust in other people's capabilities of applying physics and engineering, and just I had to trust these steps, and I had to trust the people above me and below me, and it was something. And I was sitting there thinking, like, okay, these aren't just freestanding. These are butted up against the walls, and they're, it's all engineering and all that kind of stuff. I know nothing about it, but I'm just reminding myself that it's not just like, suspended 300 meters in the air with a rickety staircase. Okay, these are the scariest steps ever. I am constantly having to remind myself about what little I know about engineering, which is like nothing, and why these stairs seem safe, even though they're just wood tied to this brick. But abutments and reinforcements and yada yada. But oh my god. And it gets worse the more you get up. And I also have a fun story of being scared poopless way up at the top. It was so scary. It was amazing. It was like 430 something steps to get up there, and just spiraling, and the wood on it, and some of the steps were so thin. Oh my god! Like I'm sweating just from the heights. I gotta tell you, I almost caved. I almost noped out of there so quick when I saw like the condition of the steps. I don't know how that big huge tower just like stays up on its own, but it was pretty freaky. But the funniest part is I was standing there. You gotta wait for people to pass by. It's very narrow. It's narrow. So like some people go up, some people come down, and then there's platforms where you wait, which is great on the way up because it gives you a chance to brake. But they seem to be really sending you up quicker than they send you down. They should do the opposite so we can rest a little bit. But anyway, so I'm standing there and I notice that the ground that I'm standing on creaks a little, and it's freaking me out. And then I look down and it's kind of reinforced, and so now it's like, oh, like, well, how solid is this floor? And I accidentally step on it, and I got to move out of the way of people coming up and all this, and I hear, like, oh, I don't want to put all my weight on this creaky step, right? And so I don't know what it is. I think it's for the employees or whatever, but there's this big jug of, it's a plastic jug of water, and it's stuck in one of the little holes, right? The little window holes that they make. And for whatever reason, wind came in and pushed this jug through the little window thing. I got a picture. And it created that very distinctive scraping sound, which freaked me out. I thought for sure it was, something fallen. And I had just been stepping on that creaky floor and everything. And I went, ugh, or something. I don't even know what I did. And everybody just turned to me. I was like, and I looked behind me and saw the little thing and just went, oh, that stupid jug. And of course, looking back, it's like a very distinct plastic hollow sound scraping against stone. Like, I should have figured that out. And I just started laughing. And everyone spoke Italian, so I couldn't really explain it. So I just started laughing, and I just looked at everybody and just went, scusa. That was freaky, but it was a lot of fun. It's not for the faint of heart. Not for the faint of heart. But I made it. But the view was amazing, and of course, it was well worth taking all those steps. The second one, I climbed the Basilica di San Pietrone. Ooh, I didn't get that right. Anyway, it is a huge basilica, Duomo, and it's under construction. And so that was the funny part, is I thought that those wooden steps of the Twin Towers was tough, or the two towers. I keep calling them Twin Towers. Two towers. Yeah, so I thought those wooden steps of the two towers was scary. But what's even scarier is going up aluminum see-through steps. And it seemed like we went just as high. And I got halfway up and I was exhausted and thinking, like, what am I doing? I already did this. Like not even an hour ago. I was, you know? So that was scary. That was very scary. And then we get up to the terrace, and like they're doing construction, so you're not really on the real terrace. You're on scaffolding with this green AstroTurf, and I'm just up there, and it's like wobbly. And they made me sign a waiver. That was the first sign. As soon as I had to sign my life away, thinking, oh hey, you know, if something happens, you know, it's not on us. You're doing this. You know. And I'm tired, and the funny thing is the scariest part was walking down, because you're you know, you see it all right through the little holes in these steps, and every one of these little pallets like kind of like comes up, and that's just but if it wasn't enough of a glutton for punishment, there was a Torre Curzio, which is actually the Torre del Orologio, which means a fancy Italian way of saying a clock tower, and it's at the palace of Curzio, and just decided to go up that too. Like, they had tickets, they had a slot available. I did that. I don't know why, but the views were amazing, and I got some great pictures, so that's why. You know, these are reasonable steps. Pleasant even. I spoke too soon. That's definitely why you climb up all those stairs. My third set of stairs today. Anyway, I just got a warning saying my battery's out, but go to Bologna. It's an amazing town. I might actually go back, like, before I'm done with all this, because the architecture, so many arches. There's arches and those windows. It's very like, I don't think it's called Napoleonic, like not the first Napoleon, the second Napoleon, well, third technically, but it's very like it's very French-ish. Very similar to like Paris and that, where, you know, a lot of the architecture looks exactly the same, and very uniform and everything, and it's beautiful. Just everything about it is beautiful. And I also ate Bolognese sauce in Bologna, so that's kind of fun. But I gotta go because my battery's dying, and so is my battery. So I hope you guys are doing awesome, because I certainly am, and I'm having a great time in Florence, and you know, I will be continuing to do so for the next little while. So take care of yourselves. Go climb some stairs if you can. Or don't. It's scary and a lot of work. But I hope you guys are doing great nevertheless, and talk to you tomorrow. A domani. Arrivederci. Ciao. No more stairs tomorrow. Wait, why the hell didn't I take the elevator to my apartment?